Hello folks, I'm back out in the garage again today. Today I'm going to tinker around, just mess around with some hubcaps and stuff like this. I finally found a lug wrench to be able to take the passenger side front tire off. It looks like the spare tire is holding air, so that's a good thing. But I'm going to tinker around with these hubcaps and see if I can get them cleaned up to be presentable. I'd love to be able to pull the wheels off and clean them all up and paint it. And I actually earlier went to the store to see if I could find some paint, but nobody here in my immediate area had any. So next time I'm in town, it's a 20-minute drive into town. So next time I'm in town, I'll pick up some paint for the wheels and for the rear and front bumper. So today I'm just going to mess around with some hubcaps, see if I can get them cleaned up and make them look nice, at least better than they look now. And I'll show you some pictures of that video. I'm going to get busy and see what I can get done. I'll bring you along for the ride. Okay, so here's the hubcaps. They're pretty dirty. They all have some red overspray on them, which is to be expected when you paint the truck with red paint and you don't mask anything off on them. But it's not such a big deal. The only one really that I can tell that has any damage is this one. This one right here. Got a little bit of a bend there from trying to take it off at some point. Don't know if I did it or somebody else did. But anyway, other than that, they all look in good shape, really. None of them are caved in or anything like that. So I'm going to try a couple of things. First, I'm going to try some thinner and see if I can get the paint off. Thinner and maybe some, I have a little bit of denatured alcohol, and see if I can get the paint off. If not, then I'll have to do something else, I guess. But I'm going to try and see if I can find, I used to have some Neverdull that should work pretty good for these aluminum caps. But if that doesn't work, I'll pull out the trusty buffer and see what I can make happen with that. But I'll bring you along for the ride on that. We'll figure something out. Okay, I got a little bit of light on the subject. This is before. Nothing's been done to this one at all. I do notice another little dent right in there on this one. We'll pretend we didn't see that. Here's just after hitting it with some thinner. And what I'm using is Rust-Oleum Specialty Reducer. Unusual thing about it is, everywhere where there was paint, and this one here, you can see there's still remnants of a gold type off-white in there, remnants of black in here and here. It took all of that off. Well, pretty much all of it. Right around in the corners there it didn't, but it's all gone. I looked and looked for my Neverdull, couldn't find any. My neighbor came over to bring me a tool he borrowed and said that he had some, so he gave me some of that. So I'm going to take some of that and put it on this and see if it helps. And I'll bring you back with the results. Okay, I went at this thing with the Neverdull, and then I even pulled out the buffer. I didn't put any polish, any wax or anything like that on it, because I may paint the inlays here and all this later on. So I didn't want to put anything that would cause the paint not to stick. So this is what they look like after that. Again, this is before, and this is after. Let me know what you guys think. Would you paint all this? These areas that were originally painted? In here, and then the yellow type in here? or would you just leave them cleaned and polished like that? You can see that it doesn't get all of the oxidation off, even the Neverdoll. I scrubbed on that pretty hard with the Neverdoll and then the polishing wheel. But they do look 100% better than they did. So let me know what you guys think about that. Okay, I've got one that I tried to polish with the polisher and the Neverdoll, and one all I did was clean it off with the thinner. Which one's which? Yeah, me neither. I can't tell either. Actually, this one here was polished with the polisher and Neverdoll, and this one here was just clean with the paint thinner. So, with that thought in mind, I'm going to clean the other two with paint thinner and just leave it at that. I came over here on a break to check out this tire to make sure it was still aired up. And I looked down the bed and I noticed something. I don't know if you can see it or not, but let me zoom it in for you. The bed sticks out further than the side of the cab of the truck. I didn't notice that yesterday. I'll take it to the other side. And that side is in. It's too far in. I didn't realize that there was a bed alignment. I thought when you bolted these things on, they were good to go. But I guess I'm going to have to get some help out here. And I'll crawl underneath it and loosen the bolts and then have them jimmy it over a little bit and then tighten them back up. Okay, got them all cleaned up. They cleaned up pretty good. This very last one, that paint in the middle was, and in this area here, right along in here, was a lot tougher than on the other wheels. It didn't want to come out so good, but still they all look 1,000% better than what they did. All the red came off. But you guys let me know what you think. Should I repaint the areas that were painted before or leave them like they are? Put some comments down in the bottom for me if you would. I sure would appreciate it. Okay, so today was a light day. I changed the tire on the front. We've got it sitting on air all the way around. The other tire wasn't that bad. It's just flat on one side. But also got the hubcaps off and cleaned up. And got a call from Mrs. Grease Monkey. Says it's time to put the steaks on the grill. So I'm going to cut this one off and we'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. And most of all, thanks for coming along for the ride.